off rip, how much money should a guy make per year?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Daily Dropout. I'm Danny. Today I'm going to be asking girls, how much money should a guy make per year?
I would say a reasonable answer without coming off as like headish. If you're asked this question as a guy or a girl for your partner, I would say saying 50 or 60K is not unreasonable, right? Because it's a good salary, but it's also not like you're not saying 150K a year. You're saying 50K, 60K a year, like they're like an electrician or something like that. You know what I mean?
All right. Hi, guys. So my question for you is, how much money do you think a guy should make per year?
Depends where they live. I mean, if I'm dating them, it'd be nice if they were at least making 100,000.
Oh, that's the I mean, is that bad? Well, you're a college student, so yes. I'm gonna say that right now. Y'all are college students. I'm in college. While I do social media, I'm in a different fucking scenario comparable to other people. So if you're saying you're in college and if you're dating somebody, they have to be making 100K a year, most college students don't even have jobs. Most college students work 5 hours a week. Like, how old is this video? 1 month. This video's new. Her answer of saying where they live matters makes sense, because if you're living in California, what you would want your partner to make is much different than if you're living in Montana, right? Because the cost of living is fairly different.
I have no clue.
$1 million, $2 million?
Is she saying net worth later? No shot she's saying $1 million a year. $1 million a year is how much a guy should be making?
Okay. We're at ASU, so you're not going to find him here.
Okay, so they're at ASU. They're at Arizona State University. Even the girl that said 100K a year, isn't that kind of crazy? I feel like that's a lot for a college student. How much do y'all think an average college student is pulling in per year? Bro, not that much. Not that much. 20K? I would say an average college student, guy, girl, whatever, bro. 20K, maybe 15, not even. There's some people that are pulling in a bag, but dude, if you're fucking you're in for your bachelor's degree, you probably work part-time at Wendy's. You're not pulling in $1 million a year. What do you think they're doing?
Fully adult.
Someone that you would consider wanting to be with the rest of your life.
300K.
3 figures.
Okay. So
bro, you could walk around and ask people for $1 a day and get 3 figures a year. I don't think she understands 3 figures. I think she might mean 6 figures, 3 figures after the zero. Is she dead ass?
Oh, why is that?
Just because, that's a stable income, I'd say.
100?
A stable income is 3 figures. What did she mean? What do you think she meant? 3 figures. I think she meant 6. I think she meant 6 figures. I think she meant 100K.
500 grand? Is that a lot?
Oh my god, is that a lot? Dude, college? I'm in college. I know how much money is. Do people in college not understand, how much a dollar is in the average American income and, all this other fucking shit? I'm 20 years old. I'm a junior in college. Half of these students are probably fucking older than me. How the hell do they not grasp, hey, $500,000 a year is insane?
No, that's 500 is
Normal?
on a good day.
Normal? What the fuck? Normal is 35K a year. That's normal.
Yeah, I mean, it depends.
Okay. A lot. We're expensive.
Yeah. Mills.
millions.
Mills, shit. Okay.
I don't really
See,
care.
even then, I feel like they don't understand how, like, they're saying, yeah, we like stuff. Dude, you can have stuff and more with, like, $80K a year. Like, millions a year, dude, you can damn near have anything you want. Like, anything. If you're making millions, plural, like 2-3 million a year, dude, you can do anything you want. You can have a yacht, a sports car, a fucking 10-car garage, everything. Dude, like, yeah, you might have to move to Texas to get it, not fucking California and San Diego. But what the fuck? You live in Arizona. You could get anything for $1 million.
Mills, shit. Okay.
I don't really care. I mean, I like when guys like pay for dates and stuff.
Facts.
So if a guy made $30K a year, is that something you're okay with?
Yeah, I think that would be great.
Like your husband?
Oh shit, husband. Yeah, I think that would be fine. If it was my husband, I'd be in love with him. So yeah.
I wouldn't really say I would have a price on that. I mean,
Okay, am I gonna diss people for saying if they didn't want to marry somebody that doesn't make a stable set? Like, is that fucked up? Like, I don't know. A lot of people are saying dub. Like, yo, I'll agree. Yeah, like, yo, W girl for that. But, like, bro, for, like, okay, is it unreasonable for, like, somebody to say, like, $80K a year? Like, is that unreasonable? I don't think that is. Like, if they're saying, like, hey, I would want my husband, like, because that's not like you being a gold digger, right? Like, you're not going after somebody that's making $10 million a year. You're saying, like, yeah, I would want to be, like, a stable upper middle class. Like, I would want my husband to make, like, $75K a year. Like, that's not, like, it's still, yeah, it's removing 50% of possible mates. But, like, it's still not that insane to say.
I mean, as long as they treat me respectfully.
Minimum 6 figures, no matter what the situation is.
We have an expensive lifestyle.
Yeah. No, I mean, I totally understand. We got to get good skincare routine, you know, the whole 9 yards.
100,000.
120K.
80K and like maybe like 120.
I think a lot of them are saying ideal rather than what they need. You know what I mean? How much money should a guy make per year? Not how much money do they need to make for me to be with them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think all these girls that are saying 100K a year are just not going to even talk to a guy that makes like 50. Like, they're still going to date them. They're just going to say, "Oh yeah, it would be nice obviously if you made more." Like, I think they're saying the ideal of what they would be happy with. Even then, though, the people that are saying, like, this isn't that crazy. The people saying $1 million a year are out of their mind. I like that is out of your mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say like 80 to 150. Over 100K. Once you get to a certain age, like, I don't know, I'm also kind of like a gold digger, so.
No, I'm planning on just like supporting myself with my income. So I don't really plan on being supported by the person that I'm dating.
Yo, like, I'm not even gonna diss, though, people that, like, want to be supported by their husband or wife or whatever, because I understand once you marry somebody, your salaries kind of link, and then now it's, your money is now our money. But, like, the idea of, like, they're all college students. I feel like when you're in college, no matter who you are, the general goal should be, hey, I should be able to live by myself, theoretically, for the rest of my life, and not need someone to provide for me. Like, that's the goal of college, to get a job that you're gonna like and that could support your livelihood by yourself. Like, if you're saying I can't live a good life unless I have another person's income, like, the focus should be more so how do I make more money rather than how do I find someone who makes money. For guys and girls, because people do that all over. So I respect that. But I will also say that it's not bad to want a household income, to have two people combine their income. That's just smart.
What is the lowest you would go, though?
500,000.
See, like, that's absurd. Like, that's absurd. Like, that's a lot. Like, that's a lot. Like, there's a lot of people that make that. But, like, that's maybe, like, 4% of maybe, like, 3% of the male population in the United States. Maybe even less. Maybe 1%. You're probably top 1%. If you've been making, like, a stable $500K a year for, like, 10 years, I'm not talking, like, 1 year. Like, social media influencers, like, I'll make good money, but I'm not making the stable salary for fucking 45 years. Average influencer lasts a career for, like, 8 years. Like, what I'm saying is like, if they're making that forever, dude, you're at a pool of, like, I don't know, not that many fucking people.
I could have a nice, like, subtle life with, like, a $200,000 a year. Like,
Subtle life with $200K a year. $200K a year. In Cali, yeah, a nice subtle life. If you're in Texas and you're making $200K a year, you could have a mansion. You could literally own a fucking 8-bedroom home. Like that, you're out of your mind.
normal, great, yeah.
What's the lowest though that you would go for?
I don't think money is that big. Maybe like a.
It has to be. You just said 1 or 2 mil. Would you be down for 80?
Yeah, 80, 60. That'd be fine.
See, that's reasonable. That's a reasonable request. That's a reasonable request. 60K a year. That's still a hard salary to get, in all honesty. But like over time, there's a lot of people, like, you could make that salary. Like, you could make that over time.
Okay, that's fair enough.
$500,000.
Like, what's a good, like, here's my shit. And hey, some people are saying, how much do I make? I've already given the rundown. Go on fucking Social Blade. Google my name on Social Blade. I make a good salary. I'm not even going to cap about that. But what I'm saying is my situation is insanely abnormal, right? Like, I still deem, even though I make really good money, I still deem a good salary as $60K a year. Like, I think that's a good salary. Like, $65K a year is not bad. I think a rich salary is like $150. If you're making $150K a year, you're not rich, but you're like going to be rich. If you keep making that, you're going to be rich. If you invest the money wisely and don't waste it.
And with 100,000, he's gotta, Yeah, I would agree, 100,000 preferably.
I mean, as long as they're stable, like have a good job, like a car and a house. I don't think like money cares. Like, it's not that high on my list, I'd say.
That was the girl that said they only need to make 3 figures. They only need to make $999 a year max.
Well, I would probably say the lowest I would consider going is $65,000 a year, because then, like, if they're young, they have room for improvement and they can get promotions.
Yeah, but a $65K a year, she's saying starting salary then. Not that many people are making $65K a year starting. Like, unless you're a coder. Like, I know a lot of computer coding majors that made like $60K right out of college, $55K right out of college. Like, that's not insane for them. But like, even if you're like, dude, you could be getting your PhD and being in like practitioner school and make like $80K a year. Like, you couldn't, like, and then it'll scale. But I'm saying like a starting salary of like 65 is actually pretty hard.
Work their way up.
Would you be comfortable?
What's ain't 35K the average? The average American, the median American, the average American makes like 46. But that's skewed because then they're adding all the salaries up and dividing it by people. The median American, meaning the middle American, makes 35K a year. Meaning that there are half as many people below and half as many people above. Meaning like at least like 40 per. I don't know if that factors in people that can't work, but the median American salary is 35K a year. Meaning that there's a shitload of people that make less than that. Way less than that.
Probably not, no. I don't want him to rely on me.
If he's still working and making money, then I don't think it really would matter. If you're both putting work in.
The guy I was talking to told me women shouldn't be working, so no.
With a whole family, right? You got like 4 dogs, 10 kids. 10 kids is a stretch.
I wouldn't date somebody that didn't work. I've said that to Brooke. Like, if Brooke like didn't ever have a job, I wouldn't date her. Like, I mean, she does. And I genuinely believe like Brooke is the perfect woman for me. But like, not trying to be cringe here, so don't say fucking aw or some shit. But like, dead ass, like if I had a girlfriend and like we were dating for like so long or whatever, you move in with them and all this other shit and they just don't have a job, I'd be like, no. Like, no. Like, if I, like, the day I get married, like, I plan on marrying Brooke. I know she's gonna get a job. I know she has a job right now, so I'm not worried about that. But I'm saying, like, say in an alternate universe, I was married and my partner didn't have a job, divorce. Divorce. Now, I understand if it's like, oh, they got fired or they quit or some shit. But, like, would you guys date someone that didn't want to, like, if I'm going into a relationship and they say, yes, I plan on being a stay-at-home husband or a stay-at-home wife. No.
No pun intended. That was disgusting.
Okay, well, I'm expecting to make a lot of money, so
Okay.
I'm okay with like carrying it.
So you're down to be the breadwinner.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't mind if I was.
That's a dub, though.
I think we both need to be rich. Then we can, both have a really nice lifestyle.
I mean, do you care about how he would make his money, like real estate job?
Do you think that couples need to make similar salaries? No. I will say couples, it doesn't matter if couples make the same salary if they can mutually manage their money well. But does it matter if they have the same education? A lot of the time, and a lot of studies will say that couples need to make the same salary. A lot of studies will say that couples need to have the same education. I don't think that couples need to make the same salary if you know how to manage money well and like talk about it and be comfortable about it. Because money is the ruin of multiple relationships, of many relationships. However, it is sometimes an issue if like your husband is like a high school dropout and the wife is like a PhD, just because it's not because of the necessarily like how smart somebody is. It's just completely different fucking lifestyles. One dropped out of high school and one went to school for fucking 7 to 10 years, like after them. So it's just how they perceive everything is just so different. So that's why a lot of the time, many people's parents have like similar grasps of education. They're usually like around the same realm. Sometimes they won't be, but usually they are.
Versus, a male stripper.
I don't think so. Money's money.
I guess
I would, yeah.
So if he was like just railing chicks on OnlyFans, you'd be fine with that?
I'd be a little more mad about that one. More of a
Maybe.
businessman.
Yeah.
They don't have to rely on anyone. Oh my god.
Sorry, the ADD's really. Wait, what?
Oh my god, they have the same colored nails. It's not that crazy.
Guy, and he told you that he had a lot of money, whatever, and then you later found out he was broke.
I'd leave him. He's a liar, and he's broke. I'd leave
Yeah,
him.
if he has like no motivation to fix it.
Or he's like, I've been selling feet pics nonstop on my OnlyFans, and I swear to God, I will be making 100K by the end of the year. I know someone.
They should have asked them if they would have been fine if their boyfriend obtained the money illegally. What if they're like, okay, your boyfriend makes 150K a year, but he sells heroin? Are you okay with that? Like, would they care?
Does that.
Your boyfriend makes 150K a year, but he's Walter fucking White. He has a basement where he cooks crystal meth. Yeah, are you okay with that?
We like blackmail him, maybe cry a bit. Yeah.
Leak his dick pics.
That's a good idea.
I go to U of A.
Bear down,
and
I
I
went
would go,
there.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, bear down. But the men here are way hotter, and all the guys there are assholes.
Okay. Is that
Yeah.
that's you talking shit?
No, okay, a guy named Will. That's all I gotta say. He's in Teak.
Yeah, you, Will and Teak. Do you guys care about
There's probably a million dudes named Will in fucking teak frats across the United States. That called out no one. There are probably 45 Wills in teak that just watched this video that got personally fucking offended from that.
how he makes his money? Because if he's making good money, does it matter what he's doing specifically to make that money?
Honestly.
Oh, good question. This is what I was saying.
Yeah.
I mean, if I marry a woman, I'm most likely going to be taking care of her with my money because I'm going to school to be a neurosurgeon, but she still has to work. See, that's what I'm saying. The money imbalance isn't a problem. The problem is when one person works and the other one doesn't, usually. Because even if, like, say somebody's making $30K and the other partner's making $500K. That's fine. You're both still working. That's usually when it's a problem, is when the other person isn't working and it's just entirely one-sided. All right, next video.